Swamp heat rises where the gators hide. Across these states, freedom flies for good old boys. Let their voices rise. It's Rimfire Radio. Hold on tight, dial it up loud. We're ready to ignite. From squirrels to steel, you know I deal. 22 Rimfire keeps it real. It's Rimfire Radio. Tide. Swamp heat rises where the gators hide. Across these states, freedom flies for good old boys. Let their voices rise. It's Rimfire Radio. Hold on tight, dial it up loud. We're ready to ignite. From squirrels to steel, you know I deal. 22 Rimfire keeps it real. It's Rimfire Radio.
All right, everybody, welcome to episode 20 of Rimfire Radio. I want you to know that none of us, and probably none of you, thought that there was any chance in hell we were going to make it to 20 episodes. This is probably where we'll stop it. I think
I sure didn't see it coming.
It'll be the last episode.
Yeah.
We're good with that?
I think we're good. I think we're
20's
good.
We've said all we need to say.
I think we're good. Yeah, that's about it, man. We covered it.
Well, fuck it. We'll keep going. Now recorded live on Rumble. Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Central. Obviously, the people on Rumble right now know that. But if you are listening to us after the fact, why are you not here? I mean, it's pretty lame, really.
Am I here? I am here. Never mind. Sorry.
You're really here.
I am. Check that out.
So I'm going to introduce everybody now, if that's okay. We're good? We're good? All right. So I'm ARDREW. It says in the notes that I am herding cats live from the nicest cuck chair you've ever seen. It is a really nice chair.
Damn.
I'm not gonna lie. Dan is keeping the amphibians loud and moist. Not sure I said moist the right way.
It's
Dusky.
one of the services I offer around here.
You offer a lot of services to a lot of people. Dusky's got the cheetah in the blood. We'll do some 380 about it. All right. And then GatLab. Really the finest GatLab and GatLab accessories. Yes. So how the hell's everybody doing?
Excellent.
Out fucking standing.
I'm still kicking. Still here.
Well, all right. Sounds like we're all doing all right then. Well, as has become the tradition, okay, before we do Rimfire Rundown, I'm going to put Gat on the big screen because of his background. We are going to Goals. Goals is allowing us to attend Media Range Day, the media day, where we'll get to hopefully interview a lot of people, talk about a lot of shit. I don't know why they are taking us seriously enough to let us do this, but they are. So there you go. The only no compromise gun rights organization, or the best one, is whatever you want to call it. They're awesome. We love
Apparently they do compromise, huh?
Well, certainly on the
okay. Bad joke.
Nice.
Okay, let's move on.
No, that's fair. So, but yeah,
it was a good one.
if you can get to Des Moines, Iowa, the middle of the country, it's a short drive from everywhere in the world. It's August 1st and 2nd, or July 31st to the 2nd. I think it is something like that. Come see us. We'll be there to sign whatever body part you want signed. And that's okay. Let me take Gat off. He's getting uncomfortable.
Never mind.
No, go for it. I want to hear this. This is probably bad.
Well,
I
if I'm not going to be there, it doesn't matter. So
we could FaceTime you in, though, if it gets freaky.
Why are you not going to be there?
He's in Florida. It's really far.
I'm only a couple hours from him.
You should pick him up.
Flowers.
Dude, y'all could road
Pick me up
trip.
on your way.
How
I could
epic
shove you in a suitcase.
That could be sweet.
Let's go.
It sounds like we already have one participant, Country Boy Guns. I know what body part I want signed. All right. This is going to get pretty wild. Most of the party will be happening at the Holiday Inn, just north of the convention center. I think I got 6 or 8 people so far I've counted will be there, but you can join us there and get thrown out as well. Let's jump into Rimfire Rundown, as has
Get
been
thrown out together.
Yes. I mean, there will be some bad shit. As has become our habit, we are going to talk first about some of our awesome listeners. And I've got this first one queued up that Dusky put in there. It's our friend DutchWalker, who after he meets his goals may not be our friend anymore. He always has and I've been following Dutch for a while on the We Like Shooting Discord. He's always got really cool shit. And look at these rifles are nice.
Seems like a classy dude. Check that out.
He is, which he lives pretty close to Volquartsen, so I'm sure he goes over there and maybe he gives them favors to get. But man, that's a nice gun.
Trade cigars for gun parts.
We'll call it cigars. And then what did he say?
I'm
This
saying
was?
bad things because I'm jealous.
This is a Bergara B14R and an MBT. This chassis with this gun is absolutely sick.
Right.
I mean, look at that. I love that MBT chassis, though. It just, God, yeah. Man, I wish I made better decisions. And apparently, he also shoots better than all of us, which is not shocking. And that's his middle finger saying, fuck you.
That's right. Fuck you, little bitch.
So, I mean, I've been thinking I want to build a really fancy bougie 1022, but that B14R looks so nice that. Yeah, I didn't know if I wanted to do like a 1022 or the bolt gun like we were talking about with my next one, but there's a lot of ways to go. Doesn't mean you can't. Doesn't mean you have to pick one, of course. I mean, I have proven that. Let's see.
Yeah.
Apparently, Okist has bull semen to get up there, so he might be.
I saw that. Yeah.
I don't know if he's bringing the bull semen to the party or.
I wasn't going to ask questions, but you brought it up.
We'll just see where that goes.
Don't eat or drink anything he gives you. You'll be fine.
Is that a white rifle? Oh. I don't know, Dusky. So, I mean, you already have a 1022, right? You have a couple of them?
Well, I got a couple of them, yeah, but nothing, I wanted something a little longer barrel, some better glass on it, and then, all the parts to accommodate that sort of more precision.
What do we know about that scope? Because I don't know.
I know nothing about scopes.
It's a good-looking scope. I don't know if it's good. It looks cool. I'm sure it's good.
It is a good-looking scope. Don't know if it's good.
I mean, he's got pretty good. He knows his stuff. It's probably pretty good. I just don't.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah,
I can't see what it says on. I forget what's on there.
Tracked. Tracked.
But he's
okay. Tell us about Tracked.
Just really coincidental. The last time I was in Baltimore for work, we were doing a training session. And one of our captains he's a captain on one of our boats in Norfolk, Virginia. Him, his dad, his youngest brother, and his father-in-law all took a long-range class down in Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Forgot which facility. And that was the scopes they had in class, and all four of them bought one before they left.
Okay. So apparently Tracked is...
They said for the price point, they were absolutely phenomenal scopes. So I know very little about them.
Nice. I mean, I'm going to learn about them tonight, probably. I'll be sober because I don't have any whiskey.
Learn you some.
We also had, I don't see the picture in here, but we'll find it. Our good buddy Chad from Guns and Gear won a Wrangler, Ruger Wrangler. Kind of dig it. That's a pretty cool thing to win. I think he won a can too, where he was at.
You could just bring up the show notes.
Yeah, I don't want to share all that because I got other shit in there. So we'll jump.
So show everybody else's shit.
Yeah, man, we want to show everybody shit.
Okay.
Desert Deagleton.
Huh?
Deagleton.
Man.
So first off, did you guys know Desert Deagleton has his own Discord server?
No.
That's got a lot of cool shit in it. Yeah, you got to go to.
He's got a link tree with all kinds of stuff. Yeah, check out his link tree and go to all his places and things.
We are by a lot. I knew he had cooler guns than me, but
I mean, most people.
Well, yeah, I just didn't know he was, but he obviously is. I knew he had a lot better guns because he got really cool shit. But it's like every day he posts something cool. I have a revolver no, not exactly like that. Similar to that. His is cooler, of course.
Does yours have the dong on it?
It does not have a dong, just like most things in my life. I don't know what these people are talking about in the chat. You guys have to keep with the chat. Chat's just way out there. Okist doing Okist shit.
I don't even know how to drink out of this cup.
Forever.
Yeah.
Put myself in the eye.
You poke me? All right. Well,
Dangerous.
Required PPE to enjoy your beverage.
yeah, he probably does need that. So I don't know, Dusky. You put a lot of weird shit in here. Some pictures of a cat, bobcat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People want to share their cats.
I'll tell you what. When we took the cat turn, I was really not sure what was going on with our. But see, that's how welcome we are in our Discord. You can talk.
You
about
should
cats.
see all the cats. All the
Somebody
cats with
else
their
is
guns.
already promoting cat facts. We need our own thing.
Yes.
Yeah,
Cats and guns.
I know.
So you're just gonna scroll through just all the servers and
Yeah, all of it, because
Dude,
these
that
people that
really
are not in our
was
Discord.
awesome.
why?
So I clicked this, and this thing was like $8,000.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're hard to find. I should have bought the one I saw for like $2,000 a couple of years ago, but that would still be way too much money for me.
I can hear Nick Lynch weeping and sighing right now.
I mean, they're beautiful,
Probably
but
pooping.
$8,000. Ah,
You ever see the Olympic ones?
no.
Olympic
Yeah.
arms?
Oh, Olympic
They-
arms.
Yeah, they did a repro thing of them, and they kind of skimped out on some of the material. It was obviously never going to be what Whitney was, but it was not worth the money. Oh my God, look who just popped in the chat.
Who's that guy?
Who's that guy? Bob
What?
Ross's protege.
What is that?
Lawn chair shooter.
What is that?
That's for me to talk about in a little bit.
Oh, you're gonna talk about it? That looks cool. All right.
Yeah,
I wanna
yeah,
hear
that's
about
for me.
that.
Show notes, for goodness sake, man.
Well, I don't look at show notes. This should make
Two of
Dusty,
those.
Randy, and his.
Oh, Bob.
Yeah. I like
Yes,
this a lot. with
several,
actual-
several times today already, and it's only been there like 2 hours. So yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bob, you have no idea what kind of rim time it is. All right.
So
Well,
up on screen is a Beretta 20X. Tell me more.
Thank you, Dan. Yes, that's Okist Beretta 20X that he ordered recently, just picked up today, and then he threw a Sparrow on it.
Of course.
look at that, dude. I like that new 20X. The fact that it has actual sights. So I have the 21A, and
It's a needle.
It's got no sights. It's terrible.
It's like lining up 3 needles.
I wonder if I could get it milled to have sights.
Like a dovetail slot in it. I mean, how else would you do it, right?
Basically, take these
Get them
sights.
screwed into top.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's going to be an adapter for the Pebble coming for the 20X series.
Oh shit, that would be fucking cool, wouldn't it?
Gideon Optics does crazy
Yo,
things.
Bob, check this out.
You talk about a niche product, Bob. Get us a.
Me and my one friend will buy that.
I would also put us down. Put us down for 3. I will also buy one.
Listen, I've got a
But if you just
21
want to
and
send
a
me one, in which
950.
case you'll sell 2 and give one away. Let's see what else we have in the show notes. I mean, what I think the point of this, it's for the 20X, Bob. We want a pebble mount for the 20X for all the people that are going to do that. The point is, though, for those that are not in the Discord, there's a lot of dumb shit happening in our Discord, and it's really entertaining, and it's more than you can keep up with, but you don't have to
Half
keep
of
up
that
with it.
statement was true. It's not necessarily really entertaining, but there is a lot of dumb stuff.
Oh, it's entertaining. It's
What if I'm a
entertaining.
dummy? I find it entertaining.
Sometimes entertaining for the wrong reasons because you're laughing at them, not with them. No, we don't. I mean, honestly, the thing is, if you have a question, you can ask us and we will fumble around and give you half answers that don't make any sense. If you go on our Discord and ask a question, there are actually people there that should have podcasts about rimfires because they know a lot. They don't, however, but they will answer your questions on our Discord, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, probably doing our job, but at least we have a place where people can get together and share that info. We don't necessarily have to have every answer to everything. We certainly don't, but we have a place where we can come together and probably find that.
That made it very serious. All right, Dusky, you're up for rimfire rim job rundown.
Rim job time. Rimfire rundown. Didn't have a whole what? Check show notes. Oh, okay. I'll check them. Let me just scroll the Discord server for the things I did regarding rimfire. That's how we'll do this, right? Right.
Did you not like us sharing what the listeners were posting?
I'm just giving you shit, but I had it all nice and neat in the show notes for you.
Hey, should I ask you about your Beretta?
You definitely should, but that's not till next
Segment. Okay, go ahead.
Thing that we do on the show. That
Floor is yours.
Floor. Give me the floor. Okay, sorry. All I got for you is just a little short range report. Don't have a whole lot going on with rimfire at the moment. Things are kind of standing still for a second, but I will have some things moving here pretty soon. Put the Quiet Frog to the range. Its current condition is working. Current configuration rather is working pretty well for me. So it's pretty much the last, as it was last time you saw it. Got that tandem cross trigger in it. Got the Volt Quartz and Light recoil spring. Got the tandem cross magazine disconnect, and it's got that new frame that I swapped onto it. So it's got the VZ grips onto it. It's running well. It's doing everything it needs to do, and it's I don't know if it's done. I still need to put an optic on it. Maybe a couple little things here and there, but for the most part, that's pretty much how it's going to be. I brought that's the range. Late last week? If I didn't say that. Brought the Quiet Frog out, of course, shooting at a bunch, and I brought what I meant to say is I brought those old Mec-Gar magazines that I had bought a little while ago and totally shit on after they were failing. Because the Quiet Frog is running a little bit smoother, a lot better, a lot smoother, because it's running so much more reliably. And those were the magazines I could find at the time. I went ahead and brought them and gave them a shot, and they were working much better than they were the last time, but they're still not working properly. But my point to all this is that I think I can make them work. I just need to get some of the regular base pads on them, because whatever base pads, I guess it was for the Mark IV, those aren't going to work in mine, but that's besides the point. I'm pretty sure I can polish up the magazine body where the follower rides along, because when you pull it back, it's like pulling something against concrete. It's just not smooth. It catches and sticks, and you can't even load the thing all the way just because it's hard to pull down all the way. So I think I can clean that up and get some more mags out of it. Not that I can't, just go buy some more of the proper mags, which I probably will do anyway. But to make a neat little project, I might see if I can get these Mec-Gar mags working. Just more mags, the better, right?
Drink it in, right, folks. I have your gun up on screen if you can't see it.
Yeah, I like that shot.
I like that trigger on that gun a lot. Like it
feels good. The only weird thing about the trigger is because it's got like diamond cut, and so when they cut into the edge of the trigger, it cuts those diamonds like halfway, so it's extra snaggy. It kind of hooks. Okay. It'll actually snag a lot. So I don't. Which in one way, your finger's not slipping off the trigger. It's like digging into your finger. The other end of that, I feel like one day it's going to like snag on something. I don't know.
So I guess it's a personal preference thing, but what do you guys, what do you Gat and Dan, like smooth trigger or like rough, ridgy, textured, checkered triggers on pistols? What do you like?
I don't know that I've had anything with a full checkering. I know some of the triggers I have had like little lines on them, which kind of helps because you don't want your finger slipping off. Like some of the Kel-Tecs have just smooth trigger faces and then a sharp bottom, so your finger slips and when you shoot, it kind of slaps and then you stab yourself. That's not cool.
I don't think you can see it, but it's very, very aggressive.
Let me get you pulled up. Let me stop.
Go ahead and pull on it.
Okay.
Well, yeah, do a desk pop. We've seen that in other shows.
I tried.
I
couldn't even do that right.
So we got Dooley saying flat triggers are the way. I think you're right, Dooley, actually. And my point was I have a couple of guns. I have a gun that I spent.
There you go.
Yes, I like that. I like the textured triggers.
Yeah, but you see the edges?
Yeah, it'll be
like if you run your finger up and down, it'll probably like cut you. It's like serrated.
Do that a couple more times.
Don't you?
Nice. And Funk Master Fag. So he read is it bad that I read Sup Nerds in a super deep and sultry voice? No, that is.
Well, that's the only way you read it.
Well, I mean, it's like
that's personal opinion, man.
Freeman. I mean, when I see something by Dooley, I just assume it's his voice. I mean, I hear his voice in my head. It's a little more haunting for me, but we have history. All right, dude, that does look nice though. Did you like it?
Yep. But that was pretty much the most of that. I think that's really all I had. I do have one more thing to share. I'm just trying to make sure I don't have any stuff that
Do it.
No. Okay. So the other project involving the Quiet Frog has been my holster for it. Klecker sent this for me. He got it mocked up, scanned, and did whatever magic, voodoo, science kind of stuff he does. So This is my holster. This is going to be outside the waistband, weak side cross draw is how I'm planning on doing this, because the main purpose, of course, for this, as I've said before, is to take out small game while I'm out hunting for other game. So I'll have a sidearm, strong side hip, primary, and this will be on my cross draw side, in case need to take care of little vermin or squirrel barking at me, whatever the case is. It needs to make some adjustments. He didn't have the exact model and everything I needed, but this we can totally work with. There's a couple parts I just need to make some modifications. Right where the front sight post comes out, it's a little bit tight. Just need to sort of flare that out so it'll retract much better. And where the rail goes into it's a little bit tight, but we can make that work no problem. But other than that, it's
for not physically having the gun.
Force it in there.
That's pretty good. For not having
everything else is spot on.
Yeah.
So you got room to this is how it's going to be. In the back. What's that? Yeah. Plenty of cut right here. Plenty of room for there, and I can always take off more if I needed to, but I don't see that being necessary. So I'll put the QLS fork on there, and it'll be ready to roll.
All right.
There we go.
I like
That's
it. I will say I've only ordered one holster from Klecker so far, but I'm gonna order some more. It turned out really well.
This is my 6th or 7th.
So you don't like them?
I don't count that high. I lose track pretty easy, but yeah, I've got another one coming on the way here soon that we're working on, which will you guys will see when I get it. You'll see it. So thinking with the Quiet Frog, working on this holster, just getting it tuned up and plinking away with it because it's one of my favorite guns freaking ever. That's pretty much it for my rimfire rundown right now.
Nice. So nice.
Got some practicing to do. Always trying to stay sharp, ready for these rimfire matches, competitions, and trying to tweak my gear. Get Ruger to help me survive, and everybody else, and of course our Discord, who's helpful and knowledgeable. Unlike
me.
Anyhow.
Yeah. No, it's okay. Hey, we have fun.
Us peoples. Yeah, we're all good. We're doing all right, man. And just chipping away at the Quiet Frog and just trying to plan the next build, next projects, and that's it, man.
It never ends. Nope. I put myself up next in Rimfire Rundown because I don't always get a lot of time to talk. Sometimes
you talk plenty.
I do talk a lot, but about my stuff. So I didn't do a whole lot. I did a couple things. I have a gun that I can't talk about in detail, but I swapped a Troy handguard onto it. It's a 22 with a Troy handguard, so you can guess that it's probably AR derivative. It's pretty cool. Hopefully that becomes public soon, and I can post pictures of my porn. It bothers me that I can't share it. I'm trying to decide on a scope for my Bergara BMR, and I don't know whether to go like giant scope, like 5 to 25, or if I want to do more like 3 to 9, 4 to 12. So it's a Bergara BMR with a carbon fiber barrel, so it's light. And so it's like, do I want to put a giant scope on that and have it heavy, or do I want it to be light where I could lug it around the woods? But then I know I'm really lazy, so I'm not going to be able to lug it around the woods.
That's what I was going to ask. What do you want to do with it?
I mean, most of what I do with 22 bolt actions is shoot shit from a truck. And it's as fun as that sounds. I do it.
And throw the biggest piece of fucking glass on there as you can.
It's solid advice. I have a 6-24 on my Christensen Arms Ranger, and it's pretty nice. Yeah, and then I've got a 3-9 on this little Ruger American rimfire that I think all I'm going to do to this gun is put a trigger in it because the trigger is terrible. But other than that, it's a pretty light little truck gun. I think I'm going to keep it under the back seat. Yeah, spent my Ruger GP 122. I finally got around to sending it into Ruger. They received it. Hopefully, they can sort that out. I think Okist. He sent me a picture or posted up a picture or something of kind of what he thought the cylinder just has to move back a little bit. They can adjust that. Maybe they'll solve that issue. And then, completely unrelated to anything I did, I'm sure I'm not the only one here that likes watching Lucky Gunner. But have y'all been watching any of his Project Rimfire stuff?
Man, he went through. No. I saw the pistol run down this morning.
So he's got some others. So that's the one I was watching today. He's got some videos before that. Like he's been doing Project Rimfire for a little while.
About 20 weeks or so?
Yeah. And an interesting thing, I guess, he got Gideon sponsored them or something. So they've got Gideon optics on all of them. So you see lots of Omegas in the shots. And I think Judges on the smaller RMSC ones. He had some interesting conclusions that I don't know I fully agree with, but it also he has me wanting a Kel-Tec 22 pistol just because of how cheap it is. And any of you guys shot those?
I have not. I opted for the Taurus and stuck with that.
Yeah. I've got the SIG. So I had the Taurus. I traded or sold the Taurus to a buddy because he really wanted it, and I bought a SIG P322. He does not like it, believe it or not. Lucky Gunner really didn't like it. I actually think it's not a bad little pistol. I will say he talks about it being kind of cheap with a squishy trigger. Yeah, I agree. But, honestly, Dooley, close your ears. The SIG 320's the SIG 320's got a mushy trigger. Like, they're not, at least the ones I've tried, hadn't been great.
Yeah, dry firing those guns is really weird. It sounds like dry firing a pellet gun, but when you load it with a magazine and live ammo, it feels totally different.
Well, I've shot. We have. That's what our cops are carrying, and I've shot them. And I will say this: I can hit. Like you can hit with it. It's accurate. I love the SIG optic that they put on. It's that one, the proprietary cut that's enclosed. It's fantastic. But the trigger, I don't know. He was actually talking about the Kel-Tec little 22 pistol has like a 2.5 pound trigger, which is really only good for a range toy, but that's kind of nice. I mean, it's like $200.
No, I love Lucky Gunner's content. I love how they do a lot of critical testing and evaluation, and the gel testing and the defensive rounds and practical. Yeah. What's practical, what's good, and all that. But I've not seen this latest series that you're referring to.
Project Rimfire. Everybody needs to check it out. I'll post some of it up on Discord so it's easy to find. But
please do.
Yeah, it's some of the better Rimfire content I've seen in a while. Certainly better than any of the shit we're putting out. Which I mean, low bar. I know.
We're not really doing much though.
He's there's a couple of these guys like that really I think are just very professional about it. Like he's pretty good.
Well, that's the difference.
Well, right. And some of the guys I like watching are not as professional. But there's a guy that always does a lot of like the race guns. He's like a USPSA shooter. Not Ben Stoker.
Which one, dude?
Which I like. I'm trying to think. Humble Marksman.
Oh, yeah.
He's pretty good, but he's kind of the same thing. He's very professional. He's got a pretty unbiased, it seems like. I mean, his own biases, but he's pretty straight. Yeah, it's all right. That's all I've got. I didn't have a whole lot, but I just wanted to
Let me swing this off topic for a minute. But did you see on Fat Electrician's Twitter the other day? There was he was accepting the challenge to consistently hit steel with his pistol at 200 yards. And some guy from Canada was like, I'm a range safety officer, and this is the most unsafe, unprofessional firing line I've ever seen, because his truck was in front of the firing line. Like they'd been shooting, but then walked further back to get to the 200 yards. So he had to shoot past his truck, and the comments were ruthless. Yeah.
Against the guy, not against Fat Electrician, right?
Yeah, mostly. But, kind of went both ways because people think, they've memorized the safety rules and now they know everything. But a lot of people were just tearing into the Canadian guy because he's Canadian. What does he know?
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't even have guns. I mean, look, would it suck to shoot your truck? Yeah, but if there's nobody in the truck, it's not.
And it's his truck.
Yeah, right. It's his truck.
Issue. It's a truck.
Exactly. Hilarious.
I mean, I worry about spalling sometimes with hitting my vehicle.
There are situations where if you hit the ground and it bounces up and over the berm, that's a problem. If you hit short, if you hit the truck and it deflects off and
that could happen
like that, sure, but I don't know. I wasn't there.
Yeah,
I don't know what to tell you.
I tell you what, I love Fat Electrician's content, so I'm not going to judge him. But all right. Well, Dan, we're running right along. We're 30 minutes into this.
It's me. I'm here.
30 minutes already?
Yeah, man. Hey,
all right, so let me just go ahead and.
By the time we get Dusky done, we're usually about an hour in.
It'll be a short episode. Who knows?
Yeah, it'll be great. Keep going. We got it.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share that one picture you were looking at before. I've got it ready to go. I haven't done a whole lot this last week. Doing some other things around the house.
All right, let's see.
So this was what you were looking at. So that is that Hammerli Walther rifle, the Force B1 that is now discontinued, that I got the other barrel. I've only put one mag through it this morning. It shot fine. It's
22 mag or 22 long rifle?
I did the 22 LR.
Okay.
So it's a 1022, but it's not a 1022 because you see here that is it's not exactly a bolt action. It's like a toggle lock action. So if you took was it the Luger that had that weird linkage up at top, and you turn it sideways?
It's like a T-bolt.
What?
T-bolt, Browning T-bolt.
Okay.
You ever seen those?
I don't think so.
They work the same concept. Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of yank back on that lever, and it just pops the bolt back at a weird angle and then slides back.
I like it.
But the rifle is pretty configurable. So this rubberized cheek rest, you can pop it out, flip it over, and change your height of the comb. The button on the back of the stock you can use to pull out to 4 or 5 different lengths. Unfortunately, with the optic I put on there, none of that matters because I kind of need it in its shortest configuration. So that is the Wraith 4K Mini that I picked up a while back and have done very little with. For a while, I had
or night vision. Thermal or night vision?
It is electronic night vision. So that package, I think I paid
digital.
$325 maybe on sale at Palmetto, and it came with a IR flashlight on it. So all I've done so far is just put it on a 300 blackout and run around the yard at night like an idiot. I'm sure the neighbors were wondering, what is this guy doing? But, I was having fun. But now I've decided, since it has 5 different reticle options in there, and you can set them all separately, you can name them whatever you can list the caliber and the grain weight, so that'll give you an idea of which bullet you're shooting. I figure that will be good because then I can do 22 supersonic, 22 subsonic. I can do 22 Magnum. I can have a couple of different grain weights in there. And then it's QD, so I can still pop it off and put it on the 300 if I really want.
Nice.
That's cool.
So yeah, I was just loaded up one mag of CCI Quiet this morning before I went to work, and I decided, this is how I'm going to relax myself before I go have a terrible day. I had that Bowers Biddy on it. I don't have the Gemtech QDA mounts back yet, but I got impatient. So that's about 50 yards to those targets. So I just took a couple of shots, and it was way off, absolutely way off. I had no idea where the bullets were going. I was shooting at some of the targets and didn't hear anything hit.
Not really knowing where the bullets are going. This is kind of like a surprise.
It was. It kind of was. The extra surprising part is, for the viewers here, there's this orange target right in the middle and a dark blurry box underneath it. So that is just a steel silhouette 2/3 size target. And underneath it is one of those old 22 bullet traps. So I'm shooting all over, trying to figure out where the bullets are going, and I aim for the center of the silhouette target. And I hear a gong. Okay. And it took me a second. I said, wait a second, that's the wrong noise.
You hit one of the white
And-
gongs?
No, it actually had. It was centered left and right, but it was dropping so far at 50 yards, it was down into that bullet trap down on the ground.
Oh.
So it
Oh.
was shooting 1.5 foot low. So I went in and, it had the digital zero adjustment. So I kind of aimed my crosshair reticle at the center-ish of the steel target and then set the adjustment down to the center of the trap, hit save, and suddenly my view shifted and it was hitting, minute of whatever. I could get it
That's
into
weird.
the trap if I wanted. I could hit any of the targets if I wanted. So it's within a couple of inches. And
Digitally zeroing is so strange. Sometimes it looks really easy, like you just tell it where to go.
That
I
one
don't know
was
how to
it.
explain it, but I've seen a couple versions do that.
Yeah, put it in the middle of the steel and moved used the cursor to move the different color X down to where the bullet was roughly landing, and it worked great. Had no problems after that. I put my last couple of shots out on like one of the 4-inch or one of the 6-inch targets. Put a couple back into the trap, so I know that if there is, a coyote or something running around at night, and I happen to be out there, I would at least be able to hit it in a vital zone if I needed to. Not that I plan on doing that, because there might be laws against that or something. I don't know.
Could be.
I never took you to be somebody that would worry that much about the laws.
No comment on that one. I'm just saying there might be laws about it, but as far as I know, here in North Carolina, you can use illumination, you can use night vision, you can use suppressors, you can do day hunting, night hunting, any of that for coyotes and hogs, as long as you have a carry license and you're on private land or land with the permission of the owner. They're both considered pest species, so you can just, do what you want to do.
I should probably tell you that generally in American jurisprudence, the assuming the law is something doesn't really protect you at all. So just throw that out there. Like what you think the law is won't necessarily change your repercussions.
Maybe that's what you think the law is, Drew.
No, it's not. That's actually how it works.
You ever think about that?
If the law is on the books, you are deemed to have sufficient notice of it, regardless of the fact that you wouldn't know it.
Maybe that's just how you think it works.
One more thing there. If you notice, I'm shooting over my deck, over my little vegetable patch. I'm shooting past the pool, past my well pump. There's a secondary well pump that you can't really see. It's just a pipe sticking up out of the ground. You can't see because of the scopes covering it. There's a county light post off to the left side of the picture. And, in fat electrician style, I didn't hit any of those. I just hit, in the area of the targets, and then I started hitting the targets.
So to
definitely don't hit the pole.
Fuck the police. Is that what you're saying?
What?
I comply with all laws.
Dan has an especially aggressive feeling towards law enforcement, so I just like poking him.
I don't, if they're decent, but a lot of them are not. So my feelings towards them reflect that.
True. All right.
I got nothing else for rimfire. That's me. That's it. I'm done.
Rim job rundown.
Moving on. Wait, what about Gatlab? He's got to have something.
Rim job.
Look, man, not a whole lot. I've got one picture to share, and this is going to go right back into literally perfect segue from what Dan was just talking about. Forgive me for a second, if you would. The scope that you were just showing, which one is that?
The Wraith 4K Mini.
Sight mark.
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay. It's like the variable power or the 1X?
You can change the magnification on it because it's all digital. So I think it goes up to 8X or 16X. I was shooting at like 2X just to get a better view.
Yeah,
I've got the larger version of that optic that's probably of lesser quality, but it's much heavier. It's bigger.
Well, you got that going for you then.
That's
sounds
right.
like a great value.
I got it for free, so it was nice.
That bronze.
Somebody gave it to me in exchange for service.
Bronze scope. That bronze scope.
I don't know what you're
bronze
saying.
Thermal.
No. This is it's a sight mark Wraith. It's just like a big one.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I think Dusky might be having a stroke.
Oh,
Sometimes.
Or he's stroking it. I don't know. All right, Gatlab, let's see. You got a picture you want to share?
yeah,
It's
just
not
one real
getting
quick.
better.
I'm going to try it out and see if I can know how to do this.
All right. All
Where
right.
am I at? Where'd it go? You
Ladies
see
and
it?
gentlemen,
Nope.
if you for those that aren't seeing this at home, we have a elderly gentleman struggling with technology. He apparently is
Hold
using his
on.
mouse. He is clicking.
Image file.
He is
We're gonna
clicking
go
on his
again.
computer. He's not sure where his email is in the interwebs. He looks
I know
very
where
Just
Just
mashing buttons now.
Yeah, he's just I'm not even sure he has a computer, folks. He might just be like playing with an Etch-a-Sketch at this point.
I think that's a microwave.
Do they have internet in Louisiana?
No.
What do you want? Do you want me
The back of my computer is connected to a Dixie cup, which is caught tight line to the telephone pole.
I think you're in front of the microwave this time. I think you need to go with the other table.
Are you stealing Wi-Fi from the public library 2 blocks away?
Joke's on you. Our library doesn't have public Wi-Fi. How about that?
Jokes on you. Our library doesn't have
exist.
electricity.
Pretty much. Joke's on you. Our library's got like 2 books, and one of them's the phone book.
Dude's trying to log into his air fryer right now.
Is that the Obama library where they have all the books in ditches?
Oh, guys, the comments do not disappoint.
Man, our comment section has this Rumble chat's been on fire.
Is your life alert within reach, GatLab? Can you reach your life alert?
Do you need us to send help? Blink twice if you want us to
let me answer these questions. I don't carry a life alert, man. When it's time to go, when it's my time, it's my time.
Living on the fucking edge, aren't you?
You got a little elevator to take you up the stairs.
Never mind. I'm not even. It won't let me share this file.
I want one of those. I got a bad knee, so I wouldn't make fun of you.
What are you trying to share, GatLab? You want me to Google's it?
No, it's one of my actual photos. I'm going to try to send it to you, maybe. And
Is
see
it a picture that I have of you from your home? I have cameras in your house.
You can't drop it into the presentation box.
Send me the Discord and I'll pull it up.
It said I have an issue with the file size.
Yeah, don't put it in the show notes or in the presentation. Just drop it somewhere randomly in the Discord so Drew can just scroll through it while we're on the show.
I'll be happy to do that.
I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna go to show note. I'm gonna host. I'm gonna go to the host channel, host chat.
GatLab's version of Life Alert is just a DNR based. Nice.
Fucking right. Sometimes, look, bro, you'll know when you know. You'll know when you know.
Yeah, that's called the do not disturb.
It is not. That's hilarious.
Are you drinking from a teapot, Dusky?
Bro, I've been trying to figure out how to drink through this thing the whole time. I got most of the coffee out, but it's a llama. That's a cup, and it pokes you in the face every time you drink it, and it's scratching my glasses. I can't take my glasses off. I'll stab myself in the eye. So
it's in the host chat.
Oh yeah.
What country did that
so
come from?
Probably Peru or something.
No.
What we got here?
All right.
Fucking Argentina. I don't know.
I started talking about this week before, maybe last week before. It's the Infotag.
Oh, yeah.
The FMP13. So when Drew and I were in Houston a couple months ago, we stood in this uncomfortable crowd, shoulder to shoulder with people catching like free stickers and all the swag shit, waiting for these guys to give like 2 of these away in some other scope or whatever.
The things we did.
Yeah, I know, right? So about a month later, my brother ended up with one, so he wanted me to check it out for him or whatever. So this is the 1022 that I put together for Steel Challenge. Pick rail on top. So we mounted this thing on a low rise pick rail or pick mount. And this is a very interesting optic. If anybody, I haven't seen like a really good review of this thing on the internet yet anywhere. I've seen just a few shorts, YouTube shorts or Instagram reel kind of things. And to Dan, going back to what Dan was talking about with the digital, the night vision doesn't seem to be as bad because I've looked through digital night vision. I've actually seen hybrid scope that does both. And I don't know if it was the idea of having a longer scope body, the way the optics are, like the actual electronic optics are built in there to be away from your like ocular distance or whatever, eye relief and all. So this thing is meant to be on a handgun. We mounted it on this gun, and the problem, it's got 1x, and instead of increasing, it decreases to 0.5. So I guess if you use it in your barn or garage or something like that, right? But it has 1x magnification, and what you're looking at on that screen is one of those pocket hand warmers from like Bass Pro or Cabela's, the little oxide pouches.
Hands.
Yes.
Yep.
So it's about 2.5 by 3.5 or 3 by 4. It's stapled to a target board. That's about a 30-yard shot. So at 30 yards, without this optic, you look downrange, you see it, but your brain does the math to tell you with two eyes that it's in dimensional space. You do your thing, you figure it out, and it looks, in your mind's eye, it looks closer to you, right? You can kind of visualize what it's stapled to, where it's at, what's behind it. You get this thing, especially on this rifle, I had to wear my reading glasses to sight this thing in to see the screen. There's no ocular, like there's no visual pass through. So it's very awkward for me to use it. That's actually Ruger doing the sighting in. I took a snapshot over his shoulder while he was taking a few shots with it.
It's just a digital display screen.
It's just it's like a 1 inch by 1.25 screen. It's like looking at your fucking phone. And
right.
It's like, man, it was very awkward to use on a rifle. It was, we finally got it sighted in.
How was the delay?
None. It's very
Really?
fast. Yeah, because it's got minimum. This thing has the minimum capabilities of everything you've ever heard about thermal. It's got the largest display they can get in there, like whatever they do, megapixels or whatever it is they measure the screen with. They did a very good job. It's got a very sharp display for a screen that small. Its refresh rate is very high for a sight that size. It does everything very, very well, except for, like, it's hard to get depth with this thing. It's hard to get like a natural sense of depth with it. And it just ended up being really kind of awkward, man. Like the idea of having that on something and I would have to carry my reading glasses with me to use it just kind of threw me off a bit. And I'm assuming,
I can see that being a problem.
Yeah, I'm assuming if it's on a handgun, I'm going out on reach, right? I got my hands pushing out, push out and go to work. If I push out and get it out there, you couldn't use it as a one eye closed optic. Not me. Nice. Thank you. Right. We'll try it, man. I'll tell you what, we'll try it.
I don't think that would work, but it doesn't hurt to try. Prove me wrong.
Right. Maybe you could do like the old the first prism holographic thing. You should put the magnifier in front and back.
Yeah, but then it's going to pick up the thermal signature of the optic itself.
It won't see anything because you put glass in front of it. That's how thermals work. So yeah, I don't know. It just ended up being like super awkward. And like I said, I'm assuming on a handgun you push out, you get stuff away from your face so much. But the image I had, like to try to explain this to people, you remember that movie Aliens? And
Excuse me.
They put the xenomorph scanner on the side of the chain gun, and they're walking down the hall, just kind of sweeping, looking at the. Yep. That's about how I would see this being used.
That was the motion sensor where they saw all the dots coming.
Yeah, right. That's you're looking for hot instead of moving, right? You're looking for heat instead of motion. But you couldn't sit down and like zero. I don't know. You couldn't bullseye one for that back home in your T-34 is all I'm saying, right? It's gonna take a minute. It's gonna take a minute. Like I would literally have to take both pairs of glasses with me to sit down and use this thing in my backyard.
The Wraith, it did have the adjustment so you could set it for your own eyeballs.
The ocular.
Yeah, it was set that
digital focus kind of.
It's not the digital focus. It's the lens for the display.
And
you set that like your eyeball, like you do with a prism sight on the back. You get that little ring you turn, or any of the scopes that have that. So.
Oh, you were going to say something?
Yeah, I mean, for mine, it's already hanging off the back of the rail on top of the rifle by like a quarter inch, a third of an inch. And if I don't push my face far enough forward, I lose all of the corners from the scope. From
And
the
yours was
display. 'Cause
made for rifles. Not
it
using a
was,
pistol
but I
off
think
it.
it was meant to be pushed a little further back. So I don't know. I mean, you can use it just fine because
On
you set it
something
for
like
your
an
eyeball and you're just
like an
going to lose the
AR
corners. Yeah, it
would
would be
have
fine.
more
You
rail
would
space in the
just
back.
maybe.
Okay.
But yeah, just the corners get chopped off if I push my head a little further back instead of forward. It would still be
Okay.
perfectly usable. I would just lose a little bit of the peripheral.
So we started using. We tested out twice earlier this year. We're going to go see it early August. Sort of like the VR headset for training. What we do at work for training. And they were like, "Oh yeah, the first setup of this, you can just use like Oculus or Oculus 2 or 3 goggles, like $400 or $500." And then come to find out, you can, but it doesn't really work best. And the ones they tell you we should use are like $9,000 from Europe. But the most impressive part is each lens has its own dioptic dial. So I can take my prescription glasses off and dial each lens while I'm wearing the headset to go drive these virtual tugboats. And it's phenomenal. I mean, you get what you pay for. It's at every conceptual level, right? But this thing, I was telling my brother afterwards, like, if you get this
I
thing
want
on
that software, by the way. I want to play with it.
You want to drive a tugboat?
Okay.
I like tugging.
Nice.
It's true. He does. That is true.
Fantastic. Good answer. Perfect answer. But I was telling my brother, this thing on like a 45-degree offset on a braced or shouldered weapon, like a home defense SBR, pistol, shotgun, you would probably use it in that way. You would scan for thermal identity out past your bedroom door, your front hallway, whatever it is, without turning lights on in the house. You can do that. And that would be enough to get you protected, without a doubt. Whatever their fancy promo video shows them doing with it, when this thing was released like 3 months ago, I don't see that happening at all. I don't see how that's. I'm not trained though. I'm not a SWAT officer. I'm not an operator. I don't know. It was just very awkward. It was way more awkward than I was expecting.
Story of my life.
We have from Raggle Fraggle. So I've heard one way to sight a thermal in is you tape a road flare behind a steel target.
That's one. Sounds like one way to do it.
That's just crazy enough to work. All right. Well, what else you got, Gat? Give us some more rimfire goodness.
Man, I don't think I have anything else.
Have
you done any more work with the 21 Sharp since we last discussed it?
It's no, it's just the barrel is right behind me. We disassembled the gun altogether after we talked about it last week.
Mm-hmm.
We took that barrel. Like I said, it's a cool idea. Boar Buddy went out of the way. They created 21 Sharp barrels for a 10-22 receiver. So we threw it in one, tried it out, and then what we're looking at with the high case pressures and stuff like that, there's no sense in just keep tearing up parts and beating the shit out of somebody else's gun. So we disassembled it.
For sure.
The barrel's right here. It's in a range bag with like another 600 rounds of ammo. So I think Okist may have talked us into getting one of those bolt actions he threw up on the screen last week from Kentucky Gun Company.
Right on. Okay.
Yeah.
Just to finish up this ammo, see what else we can do with it. I mean, I'll tell you this. I don't know if I had a chance to talk about this a few weeks ago. Rite or Rite.
Oh,
Rite.
Yeah.
So,
those are cool.
They're very inexpensive, cost effective, right?
Right.
I don't ever like.
There we go.
Here's one of my pet peeves of kind of where we are and what we do and who we kind of keep up with and stuff. This gun tube industry or whatever, right? 2A content. When somebody says, when somebody says like, "Oh, this is the cheapest 9mm
Gun owners of America thinks we are.
Suckers. Okay, go ahead.
One vote of comp. Yeah, they won't think twice. We get one shot at this.
We won't get invited back next year, I promise.
Yeah, but no, like, so if you watch one of these guys, like, oh, we're going to compare these, this, and they always say this is the cheapest one. And it's sometimes, and I'll go back to Tony Simon for a lot of this stuff. Sometimes it's not the cheapest, man. It's the most cost effective that people can get their hands on. Now, look, if you're a fortunate guy and you've got, you know, Vorquartz and Mambas and everything else, and you want a Kel-Tec P17 just because it's like one of the few guns you don't have, get it. If you work 60 plus hours a week and half of it goes just to fucking rent and all you can afford is a Kel-Tec P17, it's not the cheapest gun. It's the most cost-effective measure that you can get.
Fair enough.
Right?
Fair
enough. I don't like it. I don't like it when they use that word to describe things.
There's a lot we could say about that, and yeah, that's one. There's different ways to interpret, you know, however you say that. But I appreciate you breaking down what you mean by it.
But you're absolutely correct. And those guys can make the exact same deduction you just made. They can use 2 words instead of 1, cost-effective or less expensive. They don't have to keep using the word cheap. Because the first connotation of cheap is less quality, and it's not always true.
It's good to know where you're coming from. Appreciate you clarifying.
Sometimes it's true.
A lot of times it is true, but not every time, right? So anyway, so in context, Rite, whatever they are very cost-effective firearms. Some of them, yes, some of them are cheaply made. But my brother asked. I don't know if we had a 22 LR bolt gun yet. We've been shooting these 1022s. We told him no. He and I and Ruger were talking one day, and so he ordered a Rite little. I forgot which model it is. I'm not even going to pull it up. It's a 1022. The lower the receiver takes 1022 magazines. The top end is a bolt, and it was phenomenally accurate. It weighed almost nothing. The trigger got better every magazine. Okay. So by about 100 rounds in, it felt as good as anything else I would buy. Because I'm not a trigger snob. I don't care about featherweight adjustable triggers and removing, you know, take up and backlash and whatever the words are. I really don't care. My hands aren't dexterous enough to get into that kind of shit. So. But we sat there and we punched groups with this little gun. Me and Ruger were behind his place, and we took care of some shots. We put some stuff together. Yeah, that's it. The Ascend without the C. That's the one.
I mean, it looks pretty cool too. I mean,
it's not a bad looking gun. So
no, I like the way it looks. I like that stock.
So Gen 2 doesn't have that cool like forward canted angle with the M-lock. It's just a black polymer Monte Carlo style.
No, that's too bad.
No, but it did okay. It did okay.
I like it.
Yeah, but it was a way better than we were expecting it to be. And
okay,
I'll say if somebody's in the market for a rimfire bolt action rifle, a slow pace of fire, a training weapon for a grandson, a nephew, youngest child, don't feel bad about this one. It serves its purpose. It does it very well.
It's not.
Hey, if you have a gun, you
go
there sometimes.
That's the newest one.
But that's not that cheap. I mean, it's nice. $370 though. There's some.
If you find the UPC and go like UPC scanning and digging, yeah, you'll find them for less than 200.
Okay, less than 200. I'm with you. Not that gun's not worth 370. It's just like you get to 370. It's like there's some. You got some options. Man, they've
savage. Let's see. I've
got 380 is the cheapest one on gun deals. I wonder if they got hot. People liked them.
No, I'm gonna go.
You said 380. I got excited.
I'm gonna send you one more photo real quick because my screen still won't share.
Let's go.
You'd have a good point though, because I've said this not here, but in some other places to some of you, I think Dusky especially, like the Beretta APX Compact. I think after rebates I got for like $250, and that gun fits my hand. It shoots so well. It's a natural point of aim, and it does better for me than guns that cost 3 times as much. It's still a Beretta. It's just, not their flagship line. It's a bomber gun, and they found ways to reduce costs in production, and they pass that on. So, other companies may do the same thing, and I think it's worth looking into some of these less expensive guns. Especially if that's what you can afford. What else are you going to do?
Value options, maybe. What do you think? Value options?
I was at the match the other day, and there's everybody's showing little pistols at the end of the day. $500 pistol, the $500 frame with this on it and that on it, porting and this and that and that. And the guy's like, "Come over here," and he pulled out his $200 Taurus. He's like, "I win matches with this shit." I bet you do. I see you do the work.
Yeah, I mean,
so that's
yeah.
Look, after I got it zeroed we put it on paper at 15. We backed the target out to 25. We got it really tightened up at 25, and I put it out at 50 yards. And I am not a bench shooter. This was CCI standard, 50 yards with a Vortex crossfire, 3 to 9 on a Rite Ascend 22 long rifle. This may not look great for a lot of our folks. Okist, close your eyes. I don't want you to be offended by this group. That's a phenomenal group for me.
It says it's under a half MOA. You can't beat that.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you take any one of the flyers out, number 8 or 9 out, you're looking at a 0.5. Like, it's a great gun for the money. That's kind of. I know we didn't have a chance to talk about this when I first took it out there, but yeah, that's sort of my rimfire stuff of the week. The Infotech FMP 13 is probably best on a handgun, and the Rite Ascend is a great gun for the price.
I dig it. That's awesome. All right.
Oh, yeah, that's good to hear. Mostly.
I think we move into Center Fire Detour, and first up is Dusky. You have some things to say and stuff, it looks like.
I got some things here and there.
Some things and stuff and things?
I should probably say that. Range report part 2. Went over to the little range property, shoot at, and did some tidying up over there. Had a little range day. Just needed to get things cleaned up, tied it up a bit. I didn't bring a whole lot of guns with me. I of course brought the Quiet Frog, like I was talking about earlier, shooting at some. Brought the ADX Cheetah because that's basically my identity now, is that pistol. Cleaned it up, just trying to improve the range, make things look a little nicer, a little bit better. I like to get there and just have everything ready to go. There's already targets up, got some steel targets, some things here and there. Took some trash out that needed to go, brought some in that needed to be shot as well, then took that back out. It was also clean the cupboard day. Had to get some of my expired cans out, so load those up in the truck and throw them out on the range and have fun with that.
How dare you, sir, eat those?
Oh,
Don't waste the food.
Bro, we had I'm like, what's the oldest one I could find? And that was embarrassing. That was embarrassing. Yeah, there was some from 2020. There was a can from 2020 back there, bro. No, dude, no. That depends on what it is. Okay.
Make it into a stew.
No, like oysters or anything, but yeah, maybe some carrots. I don't know. I ain't eating that shit. But they got shot. But I shot them with a 380, and the thing is, the 380 just doesn't have much energy. It's either that or a 22. It's just a little bit spills out the side or something. But like, okay, just keep shooting it, and it's better than nothing, I guess. Should have brought the old 223 out. I had a steel target that fell over. Last time I was at the range, I got the cheetah out and was getting ready to hit the steel targets, and I was hit one, hit the second, looking for the third, and I couldn't find the third target. I'm like, where the hell's the third target? It's laying on the ground. I guess I had shot the wood enough, and we had a storm, and enough the wind blew the steel target down, but I just popped that thing back on there. But yeah, painted some stuff, just repaired that. I remade one of my center target stands. Looks a little bit nicer. Doesn't look like trash so much. Took the weed eater out, machete, just cleaned up some stuff, tidied it up so I can get a little more training done out there, a little bit better. Got 3 steel targets. Got 2 of the rubber swinging gongs. Got 3 of the Caldwell reactive ball targets and some boards for paper targets. So it's pretty much everything I need out there for the most part. I was setting things up, and I put screwing some screwing some screws through some boards, putting some boards together, some stuff up, and I was holding the back of a board, and I did the smartest thing you could do, and pretty much put a freaking screw most of the way through my finger. So, that was fun. That was a good time. But yeah, gotta continue and finish the range day. Walk it off, rub some dirt on it, and walk it off. It was all good. I got a picture of that. I was putting my squirrel target up, and things like covered in blood, and I got it up. But the funny part is the blood wasn't even from when I put the screw through my finger. It was just from like this small, like little paper cut that just bled all over the place. But yeah, it was a great range day. Shot 22 Mec-Gar. Told you guys about that. Brought the cheetah out. Got some practice in because that was the day before my USCCL match. So I wanted to make sure to shoot the shit out of that and get some mock stages in, get some draw practice with it. Keep working on those kinks because again, the two major things that I'm working on is getting my thumb to not ride on that slide catch, so it'll make sure it locks back on empty. And the second thing is just getting used to DASA triggers again, which all this is coming pretty well for me. I know I've got a pretty good way to hold my hands, and the funny thing about it is when I shoot, when I hold it properly, I shoot better with it. Go figure, right? Who'd have thought? So yeah, it's weird how that works. When I actually put my hand in the right place, the gun does what it needs to do, and I can actually do it better. So, just trying to. I say that, but it's one of those things, man. I just I'm trying to lock that in. It's like I've practiced with it in dry fire and try to reinforce this so much, and then I get out there and a timer buzzes, and I just find myself like into my doing the same old dumb things that I used to do again. I don't know. I guess I just got to train more or train better or find different ways to try to learn things, man. But I'm working on it. Things are still improving. Things are still getting better. I'm just trying to work at it, find better ways to, I guess, work smarter and train better and be more efficient with it. But still working at it. Things are going well. Absolutely.
That's the whole idea, man.
You know it. But the better I get, the more fun it is. The better I get, the more fun it is, and the better I do, the more fun I can have, and so that's still my goal. When I suck and I'm missing things, it's not fun, man.
I'm not very good, and I have a lot of fun. So you can have fun if you suck. I'm just telling you.
Yeah. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I'm gonna keep that one in my wallet there.
Keep it in back pocket just in case you have a bad day. You'd be like,
in my back pocket, because I got something in my front pocket for you, so I'll keep that.
Okay, all right. Send pics.
So yep. Well, you'll see. You'll find out. So yep, shot the shit out of the cheetah. We'll focus a little bit more on that. Shot even more through it. I have now fired seven different loadings through the ADX cheetah, and they have all performed 100% flawlessly. So I've shot 5 different FMJ just range ammo through it. I have tried 2 defensive loadings. The first one was the Hornady Critical Defense, which is pretty much the only 380 ammo I'm going to take, because as far as my research has gone, that's the only one that's going to reliably expand, if that's what you're going for. And think about it, it doesn't really expand like as much like the rest of the traditional hollow points. It's almost turned into more of a wad cutter, which is basically exactly what you want. And so anybody carrying 380 self-defense rounds, Hornady Critical Defense is what I'd highly recommend. Other than that, I carry, of course, the Underwood Extreme Defenders. Basically, I carry those in my 15-round mags if I'm going. That's either my spare mag or I'm going outdoors, I'll load that in. Otherwise, I got the Hornady and a 13-round flush. But those Underwood rounds, they have a lot more recoil. I'll say that in sort of finger quotes than the rest of the 380 rounds. It basically feels like you're shooting a 9 again, which is interesting. But everything's been very very reliable. All of the Hornady rounds, of course, is probably the longest 380 barrel that is out there, 4.5 inches. I'm not sure of anything else close to that or longer. I tried to look, and I didn't see much out there. So it's going to be kicking ass. Whatever I put through there is definitely going to be moving. You're going to get all of that round out of there. So everything's feeding well. It's very reliable. That's pretty much what I'm loading and how I'm carrying it there. A bunch of different rounds. I think I've got maybe only about 500 rounds through it, but again, it's been totally flawless. And then I shot my match. The day after? That was this weekend. That was a great time. After the match, I gave the cheetah its first cleaning. I mixed up a little bit of Dooley's famous lube recipe, the old shot racha. made some with my own little tweaks and ingredients here, and got a good big old bottle of that to go. So blew up all the guns for a good little while. It's clean, it's ready to go. Been carrying it, still working on an official holster from Klecker that will be ordered very soon. Here, we're getting our shit together here. I'll be showing y'all that, of course, when I get it. I'll be putting a TLR, HLX on there, yada yada. Eventually. Now to the match, USCCL match. That was a great time. I shot it with the Mac Bros, NPC from our chat. I was in Squad 7. There was a lot of, like most matches, man, a lot of ups, a lot of downs in here. Shooting with a new gun, I only had it for about a week and put a few hundred rounds through it, and so I jumped into the competition. What better way to freaking proof it and see how it's going to do? The Cheetah did everything it needed to do, did amazing, pulled its weight for the match. I, on the other hand, didn't so much. I had some really good stages. I had some really bad stages. Of course, I had one of those stages where I didn't plan my reload, and that messed me up pretty well. That seems to keep happening. Another one of those things I'm trying to get better on. Not only planning the reload, but getting better at the reload. So if I'm, at the end of a stage, I need one more freaking shot, I can at least get that thing in there quicker. So for the match, I got 32 out of 56 overall. Right there in the middle. I'm pretty happy. I'm good with that. My division, 3 out of 5. Again, right there in the middle. Pretty cool with that. So per stage, you can see there's a lot of ups and downs here. Stage 1, again, this is out of 56 participants. I placed 32nd. Stage 2 was 16th. Stage 3 was 43rd. Stage 4, we're going back up. I got 7th somehow. Freaking 7th out of 50 something on stage 4. I'm gonna have to review that one, see what went right. Then I'm gonna have to see what went wrong on stage 5 and 6 at 42 and 41, and then at stage 7 with 49th out of 56. Ouch. But hey, what are you gonna do, man? New gun, who dis? I don't know. Working it out, but I still can't blame the Beretta. That was me. There was one I missed a whole freaking target on.
You're supposed to shoot
one
those,
where
right?
it was. Yeah, you are. It was sitting right there. It was all pretty white and everything. I just looked around. Guess I didn't want to, but just basically more of the same stuff. Just got a stage, playing my stages. There was a guy up there who was really helping me try to process my stage planning. So got some sort of different ways to think about it and approach it. So that went well. But division-wise, there was only 5 in my division. I was 4th out of 5th overall in my division. So, No, I was 3 out of 5th. Okay, that's right. I said that right in the middle there. On stage 1, I was 4th. Stage 2, I was 1st in the division. And again, in stage 4, the rest of them, I was either 4th or 5th. Just interesting to see where I did good, where I didn't, and where I can improve from. That's pretty much what I have for the match. Doesn't make a very good listen. Just thought I'd share how it went and what I got there. But yeah, ran the cheetah in the match. Can't wait for the next one. That's going to be coming up here. Of course, we're in July now. That'll be at the end of this month. Rocking and rolling. And just try to get some more practice in. Practice those reloads. Get used to that DASA trigger. And so far, I am absolutely loving the cheetah. The trigger is freaking amazing. It's fantastic. I haven't even messed with the adjustments yet. You can actually limit the over travel. Haven't messed with that yet, but gotta get some more 380 ammo and shoot the shit out of it. Still don't know what dot I'm getting on there, but we'll get there one day. One thing at a time. So yeah, that's I think that's it for my centerfire, man.
I think Okist makes a good point here. Need to compare how much time and money you have into it compared to people at the high end of the curve, and how you compare to people that haven't ever done shit. I mean, you're getting out there making it happen. You're doing it. You're having fun. And, you're competing against guys that probably have just wasted tons of money. Well, or wasted.
Absolutely.
I don't want to shit on the guys spending too much. It's like I don't want to shit on the guys that are on a more of a budget. I mean,
but the things that bother me, the things I know better, or the things I know I should have worked on and just sort of slacked off on, just things like that. I'm still happy. I'm still loving everything and living with the results. I'm not bummed out about anything.
I think what Okist is saying is he's still proud of you.
Oh, thanks, Okist. Okist. Don't get me start saying Okist.
He's our spiritual grandfather.
Okist.
Okist. Yes. Okay. All right.
But yeah.
What else you got, man?
Hey guys, thanks for listening. Thanks for
That's good
listening
stuff.
to me here.
What else you got? Anything else?
That's pretty much it, man. Just yeah. I say that every freaking time there.
All right.
Mec-Gar, cleaned up the range, put a hole through my finger. Had to shoot the match with a gun that shot the match with a gun that I had for a week and ran a couple hundred rounds through and out of the holster that I made with a hole in my finger, and everything went well.
Nice.
And I slept about 3 hours probably that night. But I survived the match, had a great time, and doing it over again coming up here soon.
I like it.
That's the life. Day in the life.
Dan?
Somebody else say something.
Okay, I'll say something.
Say something, Dan.
All right, so I think last week we didn't get to all of this stuff. My update from then and continuing now is that I'd had that Lantac suppressor and the BOE suppressor in limbo, and I finally got them. The BOE was the 9M, so it's all weird 3D printed Inconel, mostly hollow, very light, and it has the thread-on end piece that makes it longer and quieter. I threw that on my Kuna, which has the the Nexus lower with the Atrius FRT in it, and it ran like crap. I don't know what happened. I'm not blaming the suppressor for that because it's run suppressed fine before. But I think it might be dirty. It might have been a different ammo. I think before I was running it mostly with subsonics, and this time it was 115 grain that I just had a box of laying around, which is a lot louder than a subsonic through suppressor. So it wasn't as much fun to shoot that way. So I was a little disappointed. Got to track down which problem that was. Not blaming anybody for anything. Probably just me.
Oh, you played it. Never mind. Sorry.
Oh, what?
Sorry.
Oh.
Drew did it, Dan.
Premature.
Okay.
Premature.
Because I've been shooting magazines of that through here and there, and it's probably got a good few hundred rounds in this humid weather with just carbon caking on everything, and I haven't oiled it since I first put it together. So that might be on me. I don't know. That's how it goes with these things. You just keep working on them until they work, and then hope they keep working, and then you find the ones that work best and make those the ones you trust. More lube. That is always important. The Lantac one I do have here as a visual aid. Not necessarily so much for the Lantac suppressor itself, but because I have the what was the name of this? The Break.
Trilug?
It's not a tri. It is a trilug, but it's not a trilug in the 9mm sense.
It has 3 lugs, but it's not a trilug.
Right. So I've been looking for a chance to use this mount because my other suppressors I've run everything with the YHM mounts. So this time, this is what I bought at Last Goals, was that mount and this mount muzzle device. So it's kind of like a bird cage. It runs the same way. It has some milling inside of it to help disrupt gas flow. But the cool thing about this Break system is you pop it on just like a trilug. Now watch, I'm on camera, so it's not going to work right. You lock it in.
Try to load a magazine.
And then you just tighten it, and that's it. You give it just a couple of little turns, and it's on there. You don't have to tighten it all the way down. And when you want to take it off, you just give it like a quarter turn, and it just pops right off. So there's a whole difference in the amount of torquing you have to do to get it on. And they really put the quick disconnect because it just pops right off. And this was a
Break.
What?
You said it's a Break arm?
Yeah.
All
Break
right.
arms.
Nice.
You've probably seen like their Sledgehammer and Warhammer charging handles and stuff. They were on AR-15 podcast a while ago. They make some cool stuff. And I think, what I put it on was this, I think it's an Arrow upper that I bought from, like a year ago. DeVore, the clearinghouse for Optics Planet.
Yeah.
And a Swamp Fox Optics that I also bought a while back and haven't used for much. So this is all coming together nicely because this whole thing is a mid-length 16-inch with a front sight mount, as all guns should have.
Nice.
I'm not necessarily a big fan of the handguard it has, but I think I've got a mid-length one in a box somewhere from Magpul. So I think this is going to be the next AR I start really putting together because it works nicely as far as I know. I have sighted it in a couple of times. I did fire 1 or 2 magazines through the upper on a different lower. Again, that was the whole mounting process for that. It was quick and it was easy and it's on tight. And now it just pops right off.
Nice, man.
I like it. Huh.
What?
I don't know if you heard my my Star Wars
I
clapper.
did.
Yeah,
That was Darth Vader.
I heard you take the can off.
It did. It's very sensitive. The one thing I don't like about that upper with that muzzle device, though, is it has the bayonet lug, but it does not lock on a bayonet quite right because the bird cage on it is thinner than on mil-spec one. So the
almost always are.
Kind of flops around. It's a little disappointing to me because I like my guns to be stabby sometimes.
Oh, for sure.
Let's see. And then the only other thing I have going on is the mistake I made most recently was the Keltec R50D, so the short barrel version of their R50 or P50. And that's the one that takes the PS90 50 round magazine. It's a weird little clamshell system. I think you may have seen that Keltec stole the design for their new version from Stuff and Things.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty angry at them about that because the Stuff and Things guys always seemed really nice. I've talked to them once or twice, and they were just good guys. They make cool stuff, and Keltec just stole it from them, and it's not okay. So I will probably wind up buying the Stuff and Things setup for it, which I guess that's my only option because the new version of the Keltec one doesn't work with the old Keltecs. So they've completely redesigned it, and now they're not backwards compatible from what I've read online.
Damn.
So Stuff and Things is my way to go, and I will probably be putting another few $100s into it to make it run with an FRT. Because if you're going to have a PS90 magazine gun, you might as well fling those bullets out as fast as you can, because that's what those were made for.
Absolutely.
And then I will wind up having a PS90 short barrel, a Keltec R50 short barrel, all run in the same magazines. And my next step will be eventually to get the AR-57 upper and build that out. So I will have 3 different short barrel rifles all run in that same 5.7 magazine.
Hot.
Oh.
Absolutely pointless endeavor, but it would make me smile a little bit, and that's what life's all about.
Well, and you don't smile enough. We've talked about this a lot.
I really don't.
So
but
if
you
this
know,
makes you smile, then we're all for it.
I do have fun putting things together like that, so might as well do it.
That's right. Touch your things.
I don't like the way you said that, but I think I
kind of
got
did.
your point. It may not be your point, but I'm going to go with it.
Just take it. All right. Well, hey, so wait, before we go to GAT, do you want me to pop this up, Dusky?
If you want to. I think it's the one I already shared everywhere. But if you want to.
Let's see what we got.
There. Oh, that's the one I edited. Okay, never mind. I don't know what I'm doing here. There's a video. Watch it.
We have Dusky for listening, doing his thing, stuff, thing. I mean, dude, it's better than I can do.
See, that long stretch is where I should have reloaded, because right there, I needed one more shot. How many times am I going to do that? So I just put 3 extra in it, because fuck you. I think I even said fuck you. But yeah, that was way too loud. I didn't know that was the same video. Sorry.
No, I dug it. I liked it. It was hot.
I didn't do any editing on those, but I was just dropping some here and there.
I'm gonna probably watch that one again later by myself.
GatLab. Was that you who was with me at Goals last time around when I went back to Breek to buy all of this stuff? That a yes? Yeah, I was super excited because I thought the engineering was really cool behind it. And that poor kid who was manning the booth, I was like, oh, look at this, the way it works this way and it does this. And the guy's like, you know this better than I do, and I work here. Go for it. He's like, you going to buy it? And I was like, I am going to buy it. I'm absolutely buying this today.
Drew and I went back when we were at Goals last year. We went back to the same booth the last day, the last hour and a half or so. And they started dropping the price a little bit on some of their shit. So I bought like 2 charging handles.
Nice. Yeah, it looks like their prices have gone up a little bit in the last year, but so was everything else. So what can you do, man?
Yeah. But we were sitting there and they had a, man, what was that thing? Energetic armament. I forgot which suppressor it was on one of those mounts. And like we're talking to 2 guys about like, how cool their stuff is, and I'm just wrenching this thing back and forth like I own it. And the young guy was like trying to be cool about it. He kept looking over his shoulder, like, "Man, I am sorry. That was like my fidget spinner moment. I totally apologize for wrecking your booth. I'll stop touching it." But yeah, I saw him
Be
again in
worse.
Houston.
You could be at a stun gun. Or you could be playing with a stun gun at a gun show, and just making that like brrr noise that they always do to get attention.
The guys who run the tables usually do that all day already.
All right, Gat, you're up for centerfire detour.
Sir.
You want to do some centerfiring?
Oh man. Yeah, I guess we'll go over real quick. Last week I had a chance, or a week before I had a chance to go film a few FRTs that we put together, and then I don't know if it made it to the show or not. I don't think we got to it. So that was interesting. Which one was it? Oh, MMP. They do a 7.5-inch AR-15 pistol now, and like really tiny, 7.5-inch with like a pistol length tube and all that stuff in it. So we put that together with a Sierra 5K on the end of it and an Atrius, and I ended up having to use I think it was Odin Works has the adjustable buffer weights or buffers. You get the pack of weights with it.
Right.
We ended up maxing it out. 2 tungstens and a steel to get that thing to run. Man, talk about fun. It doesn't move. I was expecting a little more recoil and push with the rate of fire, but it's actually really, really nice. It was in the Discord. I don't know if we got time to go digging around looking for it or not, but it was awfully cool. And that's going the wrong way. And then the shooting bench, man. My brother, man, I tell you what, he's done so much to help us out with this show. He sent me a text out of the blue the other day. He's like, "Man, do you think you guys can use one of these cable reels we have at work?" It's like a 4.5 or 5 foot spool that they carry like telephone cable and power cable and stuff like that on. And we all use them on the marine industry. We use them for both tow rope and wire. And I was like, "Yeah, man, we'll try it, I guess." So we talked to the vendor, and they're like, "Yeah, anyone you want, just come and pick the one you want," because they just crush them. If they're in the workspace for the warehouse and the assembly line, they just take them out back and crush them and dump them, put them in dumpsters every Monday morning. So we went over there and took a look. We chose one, not realizing what we're technically getting our hands on. The 2 main components that everybody uses in our industry is either steel cable or high modulus polyethylene and HMPE fiber rope. And so we chose one with the fiber rope because it was cleaner, and the bench was cleaner. The spool was cleaner. And then we got home and we took a look. Me and Ruger took a look at it. My brother took a look at it. We got on Facebook and found a group of guys who had done it. And we chose the version we wanted to give it a shot. And it happened in like 3 days. It was one of the fastest start to finish projects I've ever been involved in with something like this for a hobby. All the photos are up in Discord in our, let me find which group it was in. Rimfire. I think it was in Centerfire for some reason. Yeah, Centerfire Gossip.
Checking.
Yeah, Centerfire Gossip. That was it. I would try to share my screen, but obviously I can't because I'm old and infirm and I don't carry a life alert.
Hey, don't you worry. We got you. I got it right here. And don't worry.
What order you want?
Don't worry, Grandpa. We got you.
That's okay. I'm just gonna move in with Okist.
I don't know if he may not like that. That really did come out really cool. I dig that a lot.
Yeah. We figured out man hours without having to pay for the spool. Man hours alone. We did about 4 hours a day, so just under total. No, it's not even 4 hours. I'll amend that. It was probably 2 of us working for about 7 hours total, so about 14 hours of labor into it.
Okay, GatLab. Here's the real question: how many beers did it take?
None. It was so goddamn hot this week down here in the swamp.
Wait. Too hot to drink beer,
bro.
You know you can put it in like the fridge, right?
Yeah, cold. They make
That's
cold
not what
beer.
I'm saying. It's not what I'm saying, man. You guys have to live this. I don't know how to explain it to you. The humidity is so high that you never really, you don't dry off. Your sweat doesn't evaporate. Everything just gets hot and sticky.
I grew up in Houston, man. I get it. But
you bloat so fast drinking beer in the sun. I can't do it anymore. It's because I'm old and infirm and I can't use Microsoft. Obviously, that's why I don't drink beer in the sun. But yeah, it came out great.
That makes sense.
It came out phenomenal.
That makes sense.
It came out phenomenal.
I like it.
It's going to be transported to our usual spot, hopefully tomorrow afternoon. Man, if anybody out there does a little research, look at Okist. It needs a giant squirrel or an RRS emblem on top. We took a few suggestions. I sent a couple of pictures to Raggle Fraggle while we had this thing underway. And the first picture that we had of it was just like the open spool. And he pointed it out and he says, yeah, the first thing you should do is cover up the hole. So the hole, it's got like an axle type hole in the middle so you can put it on a rack and just put lines on it. He's like, cover that hole so you don't lose anything. He's like, yeah, it's fair. We'll put some outdoor carpet on it. And then we're digging through all the stuff I had in my shed. That's a sheet of like
plywood or something on there?
Yeah, it's like 1/16 underlayment for flooring that we done our kitchen a couple of years ago.
Nice. Okay.
So we put some wood glue, tacked the fuck out of that thing with probably 200 nails, little brad tacks in it.
That's good because some little part or something's going to go fall in those little cracks, and you sealing that off is going to save you so many days.
Plow Guy Dave, Plow Guy Dave says my shooting bench has a D-ring that I can hook up to the winch on my trailer, so I can drag it around and shoot prairie dogs. I was talking to somebody today about prairie dog hunting, and I need to get somewhere and do that. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's some fun trigger time.
He was pretty confident last night talking about, I forgot what topic they were on. Somebody's 6'5". He's like, I can kill a prairie dog with my 6'5". I'm not worried. Like, overkill but confident. I love it. Look, there he is right there. He told you to come on up. I mean,
I need to. I just
dress up there.
It's not like it's next door, but yes, I appreciate the invite. I would love to go. That could. What time of year, Dave? Is there like a time of year that is best for your part of the country for killing these things?
Yesterday.
Tomorrow. I got this Des Moines thing coming up this month. It'll be a little hard this month, but how late in the year can I go? When does it turn into a snowy wonderland that I don't want to be in? Well, yeah, apparently it is right now.
Telling you.
Well, maybe next summer then, because this summer is screwed.
There you go. I just sent the last photo in the host chat for that bench.
What?
The top of the bench before we did the work.
That bench is awesome.
Is it in host chat or?
Yeah, I just sent it to you in host chat.
All right.
So crazy enough, we were looking at maybe, because I do have an LLC, maybe doing a DBA is like balanced bayou ballistics or some shit, and putting these together for the local shows and taking them out there on a trailer and seeing if anybody would bite on one. So that's what the top looked like originally. And we covered all that up. That was the radius cut. We took all that out. We covered all the holes up with that plywood. Put some turf across the top. And I think the only modifications we'll make to the next one, we'll probably add on to this one, is a couple of shelves. Right under the front of it, we're going to put a couple of 2x4s to hold the front up, keep it from sagging in the weather, later on.
Mm-hmm.
And probably put a shelf in there to hold like ammo boxes or range bags or stuff while you're setting up. And then the other cool thing we thought of too, the same place where we got this empty spool from, they come in different diameters. So if it's like really small material, like fiber optic, the spool might only be like 30 inches across, like 2.5 feet. So what we're thinking about doing is getting one of those and cutting out half of the center drum and then notches to make like an outdoor rifle rack right next to it and finish it the same color patterns and everything as the bench. So you'll have all your guns out with you, standing right next to you instead of in bags or the tailgate or whatever. You have them right next to you.
Ooh, Dave just said Prairie Dog season's June 15th through February 28th. That opens the window up quite a bit, Dave.
That's a long time. Nice.
that opens up some fall bad decisions. I need to. Hey, shoot me a message on Discord of like where you're at, and I can figure out how I stay to get there, and then I got to cons people to go with me.
You can always reach him at the Let's Go Hunt Discord server.
Well, that's true. He may not want to put his address out there for other people, or really for
so
me.
Can everyone else.
He have to tell me this is the town I'm closest to. He probably doesn't want me coming to his house. I don't blame him. All right. Well, cool. What else you got, Gat? I like that shooting bench. That's awesome.
That's pretty much all I've been into since the last time we hung out.
Good work on that. Looks great.
Thank you.
It does. It's pretty awesome. I've never thought of that. That's cool. That is cool. I don't have a whole lot. I did, Dan, you jogged my memory a little bit on Kel-Tec. So I have the older version of the Kel-Tec CQB, which is the suppressed sub 2000 thing. And it's pretty fun to shoot, but so for those that aren't familiar, it has a tab on top that you can flip up to rotate the barrel so that you can have an optic mounted on the barrel and still folded. And they have improved it. The new version has a new lockup that is probably because people had the issue I'm having, is that when you're shooting it, sometimes it'll like pop loose and rotate, which is not dangerous. It won't fire. I mean, but you end up with a gun that's not firing. Yes, Tin Man, it's the 20th episode, Tin Man. It makes no sense at all. He was saying this show is still on. Wow. I don't know if he's talking about the length of the episode or the fact that we haven't stopped making these episodes yet. But yeah, so I emailed Kel-Tec. They had some questions. I need to take some pictures and send it back to them. But I'm not sure if maybe I can put like a stronger spring on that release, because I did ask him, I questioned him at length at NRAM, seeing if it was possible to retrofit the new lockup on the old one. And so it's a shame because I like the gun, and if I could get the thing to lock up and not rotate on me, I would do other things to it, and probably carry it in a backpack. It's pretty sweet. And yeah, so if anybody's ever had one of those and knows anything, let me know. Speaking of backpack carry, have any of you seen the rigid MOLLE panels that you can slip in a backpack and like mount a holster to it and all that if you want to carry like a larger handgun?
Medical gear in there, or admin pouches, or magazines, or whatever organizers.
Yeah. So I got one of those in today. I'm going to try to rig up this larger backpack that I've been carrying more. I have my man purse that I carry with a Glock 19X that works great, but sometimes I need a backpack with a little more room in it. So yeah, working on that. Figuring out how to mount the holster to the rigid MOLLE panel though. I got some MOLLE straps that you can attach to a holster, but the problem is the MOLLE panel is pretty rigid, and the straps for the holster are pretty rigid, and they do not work. Like you can't get it. You can bend it, and it just pops off. So anybody's got an idea on that, I'm open. If anybody's seen something, I'm assuming there's a more flexible MOLLE strap that'll attach a holster. I don't know. So I have lots of questions and not lots of answers tonight, gentlemen. And I'm hoping the weather's going to cooperate this weekend. I've got a couple scopes that I need to sight in. The one I'm most excited about is my Hi-Point URGI, because the Hi-Point lower deserves nothing but the best. So
I had to process that sentence for a second.
So I think I've told this story before, and I'll just tell it again. But,
oh yes.
You know, about Dave,
Go ahead.
Bogarting me, screwing me on the HK 416 thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I have a fully built out Hi-Point lower AR with a URGI upper, and everything in the lower is Geisley as well. I don't know what I have in it, but it's got to be one of the more expensive Hi-Point ARs out there. But Gideon graciously sent me a 1-6, the new 1-6 fiber LPVO, which is nice, a little lighter than the other ones. And yeah, I'm going to sight that thing in on it, and I'm excited. It looks great. I assume it's going to work great like the other. I've got 2 or 3 of them that I've bought also of their other Guardian LPVOs. So I'm excited about trying that out. But that's really all I've got. I don't have a lot of centerfire stuff going on. Shot some handguns last weekend, and nothing too exciting about that. Just, shot, hit things, shot, miss things, a little bit of both. It's all good. This is, I think it's been a pretty good episode despite my boring shit.
Very much.
I may or may not have fallen asleep.
I just don't have a lot of excitement today. I'm sober for a couple days because I ran out and I've just been too lazy to go to the liquor store. I'm not trying to quit drinking, gentlemen. It's nothing like that. I just have to the liquor store. Yeah. Let's see if Okist wants to make a run to Colorado for a prairie dog hunt, maybe. He's close enough I could pick him up. All right. All right. Well, that's all I've got, gentlemen. We want to move into shots. We're at 1 hour and 42. I think we're pretty good.
Pretty much. Yep. That's the direction where things should go more than likely.
All right. Well, Dusky, you start with parting shots then. Tell us some stuff.
Parting shots. Same old stuff, man. Oh, I just wanted to talk some more about my Beretta. Don't you guys want to talk about the Beretta? No, not really. But there was one thing. It's blowback. It's got a fixed barrel. I imagine it's going to suppress really. I'm not. So what's the phrase? I'm not saying it's going to suppress really well, but should run very, very well suppressed. So I can't wait to do that. Can't wait to get a can. I'm about to go buy a can instead of just waiting for, it's been 7 months now. So, I'm sure as soon as I buy one, that thing will show up, but I don't know. I want to shoot.
And then you have 2
things suppressed. Yep. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. So, whatever.
You got 2.
All good. I got nothing else for you guys. Same old stuff, man. Carry, train, hunt, compete, get out there, get your shit, get it all together, get it, take it to the shit store, sell it, don't care, get your shit together, go do your thing, man, have fun. Thank you for listening. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for being here with us tonight.
Beautiful.
Great time, man. Episode 20. Let's keep going. Let's do the thing.
Oh, I thought this was the last one. We're gonna do another one. All right, we'll do another one.
That's what I meant. Yeah, we're okay. I mean,
maybe 22.
Thanks for 22. There you go.
2 episodes. All right, Dan. Parting shots.
I'm gonna shut up.
I don't really have a lot for parting shots, but if somebody is taking parting shots at you, just remember, you believed they were moving to a position of cover to continue fighting from an advantageous place. That's why you kept shooting them in the back.
That's right.
Well, all right. That is not legal advice.
Parting
shot.
I mean, it kind of is.
That sounded like legal advice.
All right.
Oh, fuck, man. Awesome. No, I've been so busy with everything else other than my hobby this week. I don't really have a whole lot to go on to get into, but yeah, thanks everybody. Oh, I know what I want to do. I wanted to give a shout out because we haven't done it yet. Back at NRA, I don't know if we talked about this on the air or not. We went to the Magpul booth, right? And they're showing off the ZevTech, that little lunchbox go that you just.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And look, these guys are doing their thing, right? There's a dude from Zev working with Magpul, whole thing going on. Magpul guys are showing off the new stuff. And this guy walks up and asks. He saw our badge. He asked if we were at the Rimfire radio show. You remember that?
Yep. And he worked for NASA, I think, didn't he?
Yeah. He's like an aeronautical engineer.
Super good dude. What was his name again?
Mike. I didn't catch his last name, but that's what I wanted to do, was give him a shout out. Jesus Christ. It's been 2 months. It's the least he deserves. The dude walked up to us.
Hope he's on the Discord. If he's on the Discord, you need to identify yourself. You can send us a message. You don't have to out yourself.
Hopefully he'll hear this Friday. He'll find us on the .com and the links and get into the Discord with us. Yeah, man, he was super cool. He blew me away. Kind of just like, I don't know. It wasn't like being like on the other receiving end of starstruck, but it was kind of that. It was pretty impressive. But the most impressive thing was, he took his phone out and he handed it to the kid from ZevTech. He's like, "Hey man, you mind taking our picture?" In the middle of Magpul's booth, he's like, "Yeah, I want to get a picture of these guys. These dudes are great. I love their show." And he just looked at us like, "What show?" And it was like, "Yeah, man, we literally just started a podcast like 8 weeks ago. There's no way this is real. This is happening." He's like, "No, yeah, this is fine. It's cool."
We had a few people that actually like told us like they loved the show. We're like 5 episodes in. We're like, "What? How do you know about the show?"
Wasn't that something else?
Sure?
You got confused.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, are you talking about the AR-15 podcast? Maybe that's what you're talking about.
Man, I don't know. Either way, I just want to say
it was awesome.
Finally, Mr. Mike, thank you so much for coming up to us, introducing yourself. Thank you for being a fan. Thank you for being that kind of fan. That kind of fan is exactly. It was awesome, dude. It was so good. It was so good. And then, other than that, Dan was right. If it doesn't have a front side post, just get you one. Just get you one. These things are the best.
Beautiful.
Fixed front side base is life.
Don't be bad.
I'd like to thank GatLab for not doing anything that was like overly emotional or good natured. Appreciate that. Yeah,
you're gonna have to pick up that selector.
Tone it down a little bit. That's good. So I don't have to feel as bad about myself. I mean, hey, it's really cool. We really appreciate everybody. 20 episodes. Look, guys, we have a long way to go for this thing to be anything big, but we appreciate the hell out of everybody that's listening and messaging, and just it's really cool. It's really cool how all these other shows accept us. We joke about that goals is the GOA is letting us have a media badge. I mean, that's pretty cool. We're kind of nerding out and excited because we're not big time at all, so it's really cool. And I'm excited about it. So, yeah, thanks to everybody on the Firearms Radio Network. Obviously, Sean, and we like shooting. He talks us a lot of shit. We talk a lot of shit about him. We love him. We think that they're doing a great job. Everybody's pointing guns at the camera right now.
Dan started it. Started it.
But it's awesome. It's a lot of fun. We're going to keep doing it as long as there's at least 5 people that will listen to us. So we're pretty close. Leave us a review. Again, we love reviews. More reviews is awesome. If you want to email us questions, we had somebody ask. Dave asked about it. Send us questions to info@rimfire-radio.com or nudes, whatever. Check out our Instagram. Check out our Facebook. We are on YouTube now. We're going to try that for a little bit, uploading the video. I assume we'll get struck out eventually. I'm hoping it'll just maybe get us some people that wouldn't find us otherwise. But other than that, that's all I got. Everybody have a great rest of the week. And appreciate everyone. And that's it. Well, let's go ahead and go out with this beautiful, beautiful music from Garth Hofer from the AR-15 podcast.
From the backwood trails to the coastal tide, swampy rises where the gators hide. Across these states, freedom flies for good old boys. Let their voices rise. It's Rimfire Radio. Hold on tight. Dial it up loud. We're ready to ignite. From squirrels to steel, I deal. 22 Rimfire keeps it real.